Skull. He's 16-1-7. That's his first death. That's his first real questionable move he's made, and it just feels like the game, it's so hard.
Dataless for DreamSL.
He microed so well too. Did you see him like Centaur stun in the back while he ran in into the Grimstroke? Like, he kept the Sven controlled, but I'm not sure what Cuckoo was doing there in that fight. Would love to see the replay.
Well, I'm sure we'll get a chance to spot that either now or after the game. 26-27 as we approach the 40-minute marker. Fresh round of neutral items.
But this time around, Boom finally have like a significant lead. All comes out. That kill streak, 15 kill streak, was so big.
Yeah.
Carl's thinking about it.
Spamming the Rolling Thunder, ready to let it go if the opportunity presents itself. But,
sent out the board. 2 wards placed though by Hyde.
I think they might know because of the Hawk vision. But we'll see. It may not matter just because I like this ward positioning. They know that Raven's going to come in from behind. They want to be able to protect their supports. Carl, silenced up. Stormhammer trying to raid chase him down, but the Force Staffs come in very clutch.
Careful.
Carl's still low enough, though, that Makoto tries to go for the kill, unable to do so. Poppy BKB and TP's out. He's going to be fine. Creeps are indeed gone. DreamSL, he's going to be pulled back in. He's already blown his BKB. He still has an Aegis, but with the God Strength being blown, this first life, it was composed of almost everything that Boom had. I'm not sure if they're going to be able to take a secondary fight here. DreamSL, he comes back. They got to get him out. Primal Roar going in. That swashbuckle and all that damage from Raven. They popped that Sven in his second life so quickly that Boom did not have a chance to extract himself on the battlefield.
When Cuckoo gets off good roars, it's so easy for Raven to play. That's what the biggest difference was between the previous fight and this one. Plus that weird maneuver where they have to they sort of dove and now they have to back. And it just was such an awkward position. It feels like both teams struggle really hard with going high ground.
Yeah.
Against each other, but props. I mean, good spellcasting on either side.
40-minute items.
Also, Aegis on both these teams feels so underwhelming.
Yes, it does.
It doesn't really feel like it matters at all.
Both of them have
both Aegis just die immediately.
Telekinesis, follow-up, stolen Stormhammer from Zephyr.
Oh man, Zephyr is making some plays.
That finds the opening on FBC. He dies and drops the gem. Now, Geek Fam are going to go for that high ground. Will they successfully do so?
Guys, please. One of you must win this game.
They've got a double damage still on the Lycan, and Raven is experiencing a bit of post-traumatic stress. He is looking at that high ground and going, how many fights have we lost in this position? I'm out. I'm backing up.
I like it. So what he's waiting for now is a team fight. He's like, we will fight outside the base. We'll do it properly. Cuckoo, you in front with me.
We will fight them in the air. We will fight them on the ground, but we will not fight them in the high ground.
I like it. I like it. Good reference. Your reference is always the sickest, bro.
Thanks, bro. What item do you want? Ooh,
Havoc Hammer. You want Havoc Hammer?
No, nobody wants Havoc Hammer.
Neutral item.
I think that is...
It's the one in the lake because it's late game and you're thinking to yourself, why? Of all of the ones that I could have gotten, why?
Yeah. Now, I think there's an argument for some of the tier 5 items. But I will agree that Havoc Hammer is definitely on the top 3 list. It's just like, you've got a strength carry in DreamSL, and I'm pretty sure he doesn't want Havoc Hammer. He'll keep the Titan Sliver over that. Maybe.
My guy Pop-Tart, show me the graphs. I need to see this.
Whoa.
Dota Plus is so confused right now.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. It has been a wild ride, but we haven't even hit the climax of this roller coaster. We have yet to hit that big drop. And it's going to go one way or another here, I think, with this next team fight. They're going to find the opening on the Cuckoo. That is going to be Boom getting a free pickoff before the team fight even incurs. A 5 versus 4, but they run away. Boom is also terrified. They use the AoE surge.
Nobody wants to throw this game at this point. They've been conditioned.
I mean, now they're all Lycans. Lycan pops shapeshift and runs around at max movement speed. Well, they can just all AoE surge and keep up with them.
They have ways to get out now. And that's just a lot of gold, by the way, that he's feeding away.
Yeah.
That's the Wolf, 200 Gs. The Necrobook, 300 Gs.
I mean, Stream Itself is going to be catching up to Satanic.
Who's going to win now?
Witless Shaco.
Oh, he ate Aghanim's Blessing. And the Darkseer axe, right? Oh, who'd they give the axe to? Nyx. Or Void Spirit, okay. It's not bad.
Yeah, for AoE silence plus 2
Is that the best one
pulses?
that they could have gotten?
I can see an argument for Nyx Assassin in traditional games, but this one, like, everyone's so mobile, right?
It'd be kind of beast if they could get the Lycan one. You get
the wolf fight.
No, I was gonna say if you get it for Grimstroke and then he summons like the mini.
Yeah, the Phantom.
Yeah, I think that would be pretty cool.
The Dark Phantom, Dark Portrait. That's what it's called.
Yeah, I think that would be pretty cool. But Geek Fam gonna smoke up. This could be the end of the game, depending on who wins this fight decisively. Is
Carl. His smoke breaks. Immediately Rolling Thunders just tries to roll after them. The AoE surge is allowing them to be able to get away. All but Kensku, who's going to be quickly executed by Carl. On the side, they've actually got the telekinesis on the high. That's a second hero down. Both of them being supports, though. Oh, it looks like FBZ. He just gave up his line to give a surge to Dream Itself to get him out. Dream Itself said, I will not leave you behind. How far can you go? Stormhammer away. Dream Itself chasing Raven into the river, but now he's just going to get kited around. He needs another Stormhammer or a surge, and FBZ is there with one. A Stormhammer onto Carl, bops him in the head, and continues to keep on running. An Inkstro goes out. A vacuum. They thought they were going to turn, but that's not the case. The Soulbind locking down the two of them. High comes in. Impale only onto one. Meanwhile, Dream Itself, he's already killed Zephyr. Now he turns back onto Carl, who's caught by that Soulbind, and down. I can't believe it. A Stormhammer catches Cuckoo, immediately buys back. The rest of his team holds their buybacks.
Oh no, they got so far away.
But we've reached that critical point, Blitz, where Roshan could be up right now, or it could be up 3 minutes from now.
I thought for sure Geek Fam had this game after that fight. And now I just haven't again. It just, I mean, the twists and turns of this game alone.
If you're Boom, though, you're not going to go high ground, right? You're going to be like, we need Roche.
Yeah, for sure they are.
And what they don't know is Roche is not up for another 2 minutes, so
this is perfect timing. So now Geek Fam have to come out on top of this because they didn't have to use any buybacks themselves. Whereas Boom Esports had to use quite a few.
Yeah.
This is the worst feeling when you win the team fight, but you're not really sure what to do.
Yeah. This is, this moment sucks so much. You're just like, please, Roshan, please spawn.
The RNG.
Make these buybacks worth it.
Because if you force the high ground here because you want to force buyout yourself and you lose the fight, then the game just ends.
Yeah.
Or I would like to think the game ends.
Yeah. Or maybe we just take one more go round.
Yo, Pop-Tart, pull it up again. Young Pop-Tart on the beat. Let's see this. It's just up and down, up and down. You're looking. Okay.
Like that sharp drop downwards on that graph at one point around like 35 minutes or something, and it was like, oh, maybe that's the end of the ride. And nope, it goes back up.
It's because whenever either side gets a wipe, they forget that they don't have spells up, and then they continue the chase. Like Geek Fam, they don't have Roar, and AoE Surge is excellent then. So the Sven was just like running around like Superman, just bopping people on the nose. It's actually so funny, like whenever your E executes, it just looks like the stun kills them.
So he's gonna go Bloodthorn on Dreamacell. Which Sven is a hero that needs the attack speed, so the new Bloodthorn might actually be really good for him. They're going to AoE Surge, pop out. Both teams have ways to be able to scout in the Roshan pit. One has a Hawk, the other has a Courier. Roshan does spawn. Geek Fam, no.
But one team has buybacks.
Boom does not. Yes, Boom.
They have a Hawk of their own.
Yeah, they've got the old bunny. Bun diddy bun daddy.
Okay, here we go, here we go.
6,000 net worth lead, but no buybacks on any of their heroes. Meanwhile, Geek Fam, just 2 without buybacks. Surge stolen by the Rubik. And it's a very important pickup, especially when they're looking to kite this Sven in order to win the team fight.
You're afraid right now if you're Geek Fam because you don't want to just walk into the pit. That's where Darkseer and this Sven are going to excel. But you do want to force something just because you know you have the buyback advantage.
Back in, back in. They're going to be able to go for Whitemon. He's going to be hit by the Stormhammer, but Dreamcell realizes this is not where he wants to be. He's going to pop his God Strength and start backing away. The Rolling Thunder hits FBC on the way back out. Dreamcell goes back in again, but this is all for an Ogre. They're going to be committing, trying to finish him off, and they do get the kill, but how much does it cost you? Raven, he looks for somebody. He's actually going to try and focus on Dreamcell here. He gets the Surge, runs away. Cuckoo's dead with him. Cuckoo's going to die, and he does not have buyback.
Oh, no, he's one of the 2.
They had no buybacks at the start of this engagement, but they played it clean, didn't lose anybody. Now they've got a buyback on both the Darkseer and the Sven, and they may have just gotten themselves Aegis, Cheese, Refresher Shard, and an Aghanim's Blessing.
Oh, that's so rough. I mean, Cuckoo, you have to use your roar when you can actually get Dreamcell in a killing position and not just to save an Ogre. I don't even think you mind because he was invis anyways, right? Like, the Sven doesn't have detection.
Nyx will take the Aghanim's Blessing.
Okay. So now they're real far ahead.
Makoto takes the Cheese, and Refresher Shard goes to FBZ.
Okay, so now they have double the back wall.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought for sure, I was so certain Geek Fam with the buyback advantage we're gonna win that Roche fight, and instead it's just Boom that outperforms them in that little pit. Their heroes are so good around the Roche pit. And surely now, with all these advantages, no buyback.
A force sap into the Rolling Thunder is going to be the start of this small hold. They're going to be able to get a lot of damage on it.
Nice
Dreamcell, Carl really pumps it out right now. Dreamcell's going to try and heal up with a Satanic, but they're hoping to be able to block, and they do. They take away the Aegis from it.
There's still no Cuckoo, though.
Dreamcell still has his BKB, but no Satanic, no second life, hide.
Oh.
With his Aghanim's Blessing,
and that's just that second life.
Safe space.
That Aegis advantage is now all of a sudden gone.
Yeah. They still have the Cheese on the Makoto, but it goes to show this Sven, even without any damage from the Lycan, that was pretty much just the Pango.
Yeah, it was just the amount of poke that they have. They sent out a stun by Zephyr, lay out some Ogre Fire Blast.
Yeah, I mean, the late game multicast does a ton of damage. If he can get to level 25, get the Fire Blast damage, oh boy.
Dude, this is my favorite game of this year.
Things are...
The swings. If you're a fan of either team, I have no idea what you must be going through right now.
Dude, if you're, Alright, weird thought, but Zephyr is trying to build an Aghanim Scepter. Do you even want the Aghanim's version of
No,
Stormhammer?
you don't.
If you're Rubik?
I actually think that hurts you.
Cast yourself into that
hurts
fight.
you.
A lot of the other abilities would be sick to get, of course.
It does give you invulnerability, though, so you can blink out.
Yeah.
It's just awkward. Okay, let's see. We're approaching an hour-long mark. This is the longest game that I think I've seen so far in this patch.
Another 9 minutes, and we will be in Tier 5 item category. And
then anything can happen.
We can revisit the worst item discussion. But is Boom gonna let it go that far? And they backed up to farm. They do not have a buyback still for another minute or so.
Yeah, and Boom's lead is pretty massive now, 20,000. Yeah. But as we know, none of these gold leads really matter that much.
Yeah, you're also getting to a point where Sven's going to cap out.
Yeah.
And he can drop treads for another item because of Surge, but...
I think he'll do that. One-shot dings.
He still has Moonshot. He still has
He has plenty of room to grow.
He has not hit his peak just yet. So perhaps this game has not reached a peak. As a jump forward from Makoto.
That was ambitious.
Gotta be careful there, friends.
They're all about to have buyouts, and I don't really know how either side wants to approach a fight anymore. It's become so weird.
Yeah.
Whenever any team tries to go high ground, they immediately lose. And when it comes to the open field, it's a mixed bag. Really, this comes down to Cuckoo. If Cuckoo gets a good roar off, I feel like Geek-Fam can win. If he doesn't, then the open space just benefits Boom's lineup so much. But the X factor is like, they always have the vision advantage because they have Beastmaster.
Right.
So he should get good roars off. Just really weird position though from both sides. No one really wants to be the team to start things. So now you're in some weird like passive stalemate. And they're just waiting for objectives.
So what's left is to outmaneuver the enemy on the map.
Yeah, but we talked about how... So the reason why this game feels especially weird is because the age just doesn't matter for either team that much.
Yeah. So holding control of the map and then using that to get a Roshan doesn't actually mean that much.
Yeah. They're both going to fight around it because why not? It's something to fight around, and
it's an objective that is not high ground, which hasn't been kind for either one of the teams.
I think the Ags is probably the best thing by far for both sides.
Yeah, you're probably not wrong.
Getting the Ags, if I had to give it to someone, it'd be like the Lycan, and you give him like, but he doesn't have a fellow right clicker.
Yeah,
is the problem.
Who are you gonna wolf fight?
Like, who's he gonna wolf? At this point, give it to Zephyr. Like, he deserves it.
At this point, give it to no, give it to Whitemon. Because multicast Fire Blast does a lot of damage, and you could use more single target stun. Having a secondary Fire Blast would be really big.
True. And BKBs are pretty low at this point.
Yeah,
for sure. Okay, so
we really gonna wait for 60 minutes?
I think so.
Nobody wants to make that move.
How are they gonna make that move? Map control isn't even really a thing. Like, it goes both ways because Raven can just send Hawks out and then push out with his Illusion Escape, which is what he's doing so far very nicely. And he's got a Shadow Blade. Like, this just adds an extra element of...
Oh, they've got a gem. They know where Cuckoo is. This is a big pickoff because the Primal Roar is massive when it comes to controlling the spend in these team fights for his limited 5-second BKB timing. So if they could somehow force him into a buyback, it'd be great. But at the same time, they may have just gotten their own pickoff. Makoto stunned by the Basher and then follow up a pistol by Raven.
They finally get a big pick on the Cuckoo. Maybe you can force a buyback. Then Makoto dies.
It's a wash.
It's a wash. So now both teams will not make a move because they each lost the core. Nothing happens off of it. Just nothing happens. I was so excited. I was like, Cuckoo died. Maybe they can go for it now.
All right, 60-minute items and level 30s.
Yes.
So we got Sven, 40 God Strength, 25% Lifesteal. Like those are like really big ones. That sounds quite nice. Level 25 is up on Ogre, so he's got the plus 300 Fire Blast damage. That's a lot.
That's a lot of damage. Okay, I think he does get the Ags. The Wolf fight is not that good, I think, considering the heroes that they have. They don't really have a fellow right clicker, so that's probably the last resort.
I mean, the crazy part is we haven't talked about the Raven neutral item, but he's kind of leveler, right?
Yeah.
When games are at a stalemate like this, sometimes what defines the game is no longer a team fight, but a crazy push.
I could see him rat this game.
Yeah, I think so too. I almost think that should be his
new prerogative.
I think so. It's almost getting to that point.
I feel like his team can still win fights, though.
Yeah,
I've seen them win fights.
That's true. I mean,
Carl's
getting more and more damage.
Carl will eventually be a beast. Like, he already is. He's insanely farmed. And Pango late game with the Ags is really, really good, as Thompson has demonstrated.
A lot of control coming from this hero, especially if you can get the Abyssal as well. I mean, you're pretty much taken away. Oh, the backing backwards. But Dreamacell did not want to commit. FBZ was calling for him to Stormhammer, but...
no, don't do that.
Dreamacell...
Makoto not alive. Bad move, bad move. Well, that Rubik actually hits really fast.
That's because he's bloodlusted right now.
Everyone's 25. Everyone's got the monies. It's about to be 60 minutes. When's Roche?
We have another 50 seconds for Roshan to spawn.
All right.
Both teams are going to play like it's up at any moment, though.
There's only one.
Hack Interceptor complete for Zephyr. What is the Darkseer? Oh, the increased wall length. What a terrible axe. Have you seen it?
No. Is it super long?
It's massive. It's massive.
Okay. But it doesn't do the parallels? Parallel
I mean,
walls?
if you get the parallel as a level 25 talent,
what did he take?
then you would have two massive.
He took the AoE. Yeah, that's right.
Jigsaw. Not going to be able to save Kenskyu here, but he's going to be able to get a two-man stun. He leads it, but the Aeon Disc actually pops on his Zephyr, and he gets immediately primal board. They try and put a Lotus Orb onto Dreamcell, but he's still being focused down by Raven. Defensive Blade actually bounces back on a Raven.
He's healing.
He's healing a little bit with a Satanic. Another vacuum back in.
Oh, he actually healed enough.
He's going to be dying. And Makoto, he now makes his entrance in the fight, controlling up Carl. Carl still stunned, hit by the Impale, followed up by a nice Meteor Hammer. Hyde perfectly controls the fight. They wipe 4 from the face of the earth, and they're going to be able to get wipe mod as well. Surely they've got a stun somewhere in the bank.
Nope.
They do not.
They were so close to killing Dreamocell there, and that would have turned the fight alone.
Okay, Roshan is up. Buybacks are available for Geek Fan.
Man, they were so close to killing him, and then he just turns, takes 2 swings, heals so much off of that. I think maybe Raven just had all in commits trying to kill him rather than getting out.
Yeah.
And who does this next Ags go to? I have to think it's, everyone else has one.
Yeah. It's got to be Grimstroke, right?
I think literally everyone else has one. All other 4 heroes, right? I might be wrong here.
I mean, yeah. You are correct in that. Even Darkseer has the
There's
guys.
no one else at this point. By default, he has to receive it.
All right, congratulations, Kenskyu. You've
All
been
right.
upgraded to a 4.5
So
position.
now, they are in such an advantageous position, they have to force some buybacks here.
A 40,000 net worth lead, a 20,000 experience lead. Dota Buff says you've got a 75% chance to win this thing. Vacuum, blink in, Makoto follows it up, goes straight for Zephyr. Zephyr no longer having the Aeon Disc for another 2 seconds, but he survives long enough. Gets back to the pound, he's going to be fine.
Get the Darkseer
But
here
Tier
somehow.
3, it is already dead. Hyde quickly burrowing back into his little hidey hole here.
They want more than just this Rax, though.
They're
But
going
with
to try
everybody
and
respawning.
still hold on to the buybacks of both Carl as well as this Lycan. And buybacks mean more than an Aegis sometimes when you're next to the Fountain. Tier 5 items are available. Woodland Striders and Fallen Sky. Woodland Striders, that's a popey item right there. Apologies to Boom.
All right, so with the addition of tier 4 items, this is like the X factor. Like, what do you get? All right, so Fallen Sky and Woodland Striders, like you said. Nothing picked up by Geek Fam yet, right?
Not yet.
Okay, let's see if they get any better luck. What do you think is ideal for them? I almost never see Dota get to this. All right, so Seer Stone.
So, like, Stygian Desolator would be insane for pushing.
Deso 2, yeah. Fallen Sky.
You've got Mirror Shield, which can be really insane.
Oh, Mirror Shield would be really lovely.
Apex is a classic that people go to, but I think that's really only good on Boom.
Yeah.
I don't think 75 strength for Lycan, that's good, but it's not going to change the game.
No. I think like Deso 2 for him would be really good.
Triton legitimately can be great. Book of the Dead. Dude, Book of the Dead on a
Book of the
Lycan.
Dead.
Oh my god.
All right, that could be it.
Is that intentional?
That's the item right there.
Intentional.
All right, level 30 Darkseer, by the way.
Did he get it?
He's got the parallel
He
wall
got
now.
it. He got it. He found it.
He
And they got
the Book of
pirated.
the Dead.
Dude, they're getting some sick drops.
Haste.
Dude.
Look at look at this
two
man.
sets of level 3 Necronomicon units that last 75
idiots
seconds.
got,
units have 50%
They got Mirror Shield.
more health
Mirror Shield
and
went on
damage.
this man. That's pretty sick. I was gonna say it's kind of one-sided right now.
Zephyr, juke it, jive it with the surge, blink away, get it out, TP away.
He's out.
No, he's gonna be vacuumed.
He's gone. He's done
He
for.
got vacuumed.
He doesn't have buyout. This is a pretty big pickoff.
All right.
But with the Book of the Dead here, it dies in like 1 second. Okay, the Book of the Dead's not that hype. I take that one back.
I mean, it'll be mega hype if he gets on to
Who took the Mirror Shield?
Sven.
That's sick. Because of the roar, they don't have the easiest ways to break this now either. Oh, man.
Every 8 seconds, Nyx Assassin got the Seer Stone. So he has a very long impale now. When he burrows, his impale is going to be so huge.
And they're going to go for it right now. It's
45. Go straight for the sun on a Cuckoo. The follow-up Ether Remnant's going to be
Cuckoo doesn't have buyout. They need a save.
If he gets back to the fountain, he's going to be okay. He's saved thanks in part to the Rolling Thunder of K.
And Hezq is dead without buyout.
Hezq, that's going to be pretty big. His Lincoln's going to be popped though. Dream Cell, he's trying to focus on him right now. They really need a disarm right now. That's going to be the Fire Blast coming in. Chain setting up Dream Cell while Raven focuses on the other heroes. He's already killed the Nyx Assassin who quickly buys back. There's that gigantic parallel wall. It's hard to fight in this area. Carl, I don't think you want to be here. The Lincoln's going to be able to pop that stun coming out. He's kiting them. Okay, the Sile's going to fade soon. He pops it, goes in, tries to finish off Makoto, but he can't quite do it. He does have a buyback though. Makoto, they need this kill on him, but they can't overcommit for it because he does have the Aegis.
I like what Carl's doing. He's trying to get them to overcommit to the buyout.
After Meteor Hammer, Makoto's going to die here. Carl, he buys back, gets that kill. Rolling Thunder mistimes it. Not going to be able to get the chain stun onto Makoto.
He wants more though in the back.
He's trying to get FBZ. Meanwhile, Makoto, jump away. Makoto's out. He leapfrogs his way out of the team fight, out of the base, and he's home safe.
And buyback status-wise, 3 on the side of Boom Esports, just one for Geek Fam.
Level 30 on Sven and Darkseer. Level 30 soon on Void Spirit. That comes with the Dissimulate AoE stun for 3 seconds.
And with BKBs running this slow, and the amount of AoE that they have on top of that, they have multiple ways to set that up.
Yeah, I mean, he has Fallen Sky to start a stun.
Yeah, look at
the
this.
Remnant,
Geek Fam, they're going for the win. If they could catch one of the 2 supports, they don't have buyout.
Yeah.
So you could, even if the cores have buyout, it's really the supports that are acting as the disables for them.
You just need to get the creep wave close enough to the base that it unlocks backdoor protection, and then Raven, he can just go for it. Another tier 5 item, Ex Machina. It comes with the refreshing of items, not abilities, but it does also give you a ton of armor. I think it's 20 armor. Dude, Zephyr's still rocking a keen optic. If that doesn't say something about that item. Zephyr, please. Whitemon's still rocking the craggy coat, man.
No one's going to pick up the pirate hat.
No one wants the pirate hat?
No one wants the pirate hat. To be fair, I don't think anybody...
The search for the smoke. There's going to be the blink forward. They managed to get their 2-man vacuum. There's the jump forward. Dream Cell actually canceled it. He has a Divine Rapier, by the way. They need to be able to spring down Dream Cell, kite him out, something. Zephyr, he's going to be focused on. They're going to be able to get the stun onto him. No buyback. Oh, and a missile blade. Actually breaking the soul bind there. Carl, clever use of that, and he's going to be swappable on Dream Cell. They have to keep him out of this fight, out of him swinging at heroes. But Raven, he doesn't want to go for a fight at all. He's going to be running away. He's got his shadow walk. He, as wolf form, is going to be heading for the enemy base.
He's going to try to rat. He does have buyback, so he's got to make some sort of play. They've got the numbers disadvantage right now. It's 4 on 3.
Meanwhile, look at this. Carl is looking to just kill the creep wave, but they pop the glyph. They protect the creep wave. They're going to be able to
But they have no glyph now for bottom. And this is going to put them in a really weird position because Darkseer's trying to go down, but instead he's going to travels back, and Raven, in fact, makes the decision to come defend. Boom's going to go for the win here.
They're falling fast. They're going to pop the glyph now. They've hand out with the impale. Carl getting chain stun. They need something to break this, but the silence is too much. He's now dead for 2 minutes, and it's only Raven and Cuckoo left alone. The TNT duo. Can they possibly hold this against the 5 of Boom ID. I don't think so. Kugo, he pops for Throne, is gonna die. That is too much. Dream of Cell. Boom Esports will close out game 3 with the 54,000 net worth lead.
Going straight into that diffusal blade.
Forsaken your family in this way, but your actions
Pango? Pango? Even with that atrocious ulti from Pangolier, they still managed to get a double kill. Surprised that TA didn't fully commit on killing Shadowfin. She understood that there's gonna be some kind of rotation and they have no vision uphill, but she needed one extra hit to finish him off. Radiant controlling both of the outposts, so no XP for RNG.
under attack.
An honorable device.
I think the build on Shadowfin this game is drums into BKB. Talked about the physical damage build. He gets extra value from Bloodlust.
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified.
Black.
That's gonna get Dragon Knight closer to his Shadow Blade, and then they can start playing aggressive on the side lanes with the Pangolier. There's a ton of kill potential. Same goes for Shadowfin.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Oh, what a fear. Dragon Knight does not have ulti, so they will try to get a pick off before. He also revealed his Shadow Blade, bought the amulet before, so they knew which item he's going for. Man, Super needs levels. He's level 5, only 1 point in Bloodlust at the moment.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
It's a free tower for them. Or is it? They just glyphed.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Ledge is still level 5. I don't think they can take this fight.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen. Dire's top tower has fallen. Dire's middle tower is under attack. Radiant are scanning. Dire's top tower is under attack.
Here comes Slark.
Gotcha! Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
One blade and a
My vigor was never in question.
Flyvian needs to step up. He's missing so many of those rolls. He only connects to once, if even once. And it's in the river, so he should be able to get multiple bounces off.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Like, never ever. He's just gonna be level 5 then, I don't know.
Precious bounty. Amazing what you'll find.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Nether Shoal picked up,
Dire's structures are
but
fortified.
he's still keeping it. Magic resistance. What? $70 each. They picked up 4. 280, but it's 1100.
Dire are scanning.
I got it in the end.
Radiant's middle tower is under
Falafel.
attack. bottom tower is under attack.
Center's having all the free farm in the world, but you, at least in the laning stage, but you did not feel his presence at all.
Dire's bottom tower is falling.
Talking about timings, Heaven's Halberd, BKB on Shadowfin, plus 4 points in Lucky Shot, which means that there's gotta be a lot of disarm.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Every single time you kill TA, it feels like she suffers way more than other heroes because of the way that she can flash.
Radiant structures are fortified. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified. Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
That had before.
Radiant's courier has been killed. They can't. There's no Pangolier. I already told him once, dude. Yeah, just kidding. You know, but he needs to be using that Rolling Thunder much efficient. There's no storm in the next couple of seconds, so this is the timing that LGD. Do they have a Deso? Yeah, they do. It's just finished on T8. They might rush into Lootbet. Dire's top tower is under attack. That should help!
For the dead.
Radiant are scanning.
They can't take a fight without the dragon form.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Roshan has fallen to the Radiant.
You talked about Manta style on Shadowfin. He might still switch it. I'm not a big fan on Manta on this hero in general, but in the situation where he can dispel the meld, dispel Deso, and Curse Crown after the BKB is gone, it's very important.
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower has
Mid
fallen.
lane.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
He's paying out the ward that does not exist, or he wants to have a ward at that place so that he sees rotation while he's sieging a tier 1 tower on the mid. It's a lot of pings, LGD, and they called the first game in 14 minutes, and this is not looking good now. Effects buildings from Shadowfin plus Dragon Knight, that's a ton of damage.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen. Radiant's middle barracks has fallen. Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Maybe he's not having a game. 1-3-0. He just lost the Aegis, which shuts him down completely. The Aegis would be up and running for 2.5 minutes.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's top tower has fallen.
Needs to use 2 ultis and the BKB to get Slark back to
Dire's
safety.
top tower is under attack.
And now they know. No Stampede, no Clark, BKB, no Shadow Dance. Lich forced to use a buyback.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's structures are falling. Radiant structures are fortified. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower has fallen. Radiant's bottom barracks. Radiant's bottom barracks.
And that's it. Seems like the game is not... This game's done.
Radiant's middle barracks has fallen. Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower has fallen. Dire's turret has been killed. Radiant's top barracks has fallen. Radiant's top barracks has fallen. Dire's middle tower has fallen.
So the whole point of this best of 3 was whoever gets Dragon Knight wins. Is that it?